Hello, dear people. The Lekki massacre is still very much at large because, of course, investigations have been going on and on. But the most surprising part for me is that the Nigerian government is not even concerned about the killers. That is those that actually shot directly at the protesters. They are not totally concerned about what happened at the Lekki toll gate. They are more concerned about those that looted. Palliatives in Nigeria. And a lot of independent organization, have been calling out on the government because some, especially that of the Amnesty International, said they have heavy evidences of what happened at the night of the massacre. That why is federal government trying to cover up this thing, saying nothing of such happened? Anyway, guys, more details I'll bring to you shortly, but before then, please ensure that you hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that you get notified anytime we drop a new video. Okay, my people, let us hear what some of the evidences that Amnesty International have against the Nigerian army, and to show proof that indeed they were the ones that actually shot at protesters. Okay, guys. The global rights group Amnesty International AI has collated and released a timeline of the killing of NSAS protesters by soldiers at the Lekki toll gate in Lagos, Nigeria on October 20th. The Amnesty International said its crisis response experts investigated and verified social media videos and photographs and confirmed the security forces were present at the Lekki toll gate when the shooting occurred. The evidence was published on the group's website, Amnesty International home page on Wednesday. Youths calling for the scrapping of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad of the Nigeria Police had on October 8 begun protests in major cities across the country. On October 20th, the protests turned violent when soldiers shot protesters at Lekki. Eyewitnesses said that 8 dead bodies of protesters were taken away by soldiers of 81 Division of the Nigerian Army. The incident, which was also live-streamed by popular Dick's Jerky, showed the soldiers firing at the activist. The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, in his first reaction to the shootings, blamed the incident on forces beyond his control. Later, in an interview with Arise Television, the governor denied inviting soldiers to quell the protest. But the acting deputy director, 81 Division Army Public Relations, Major Oshoba Olaniyi, in a statement on Tuesday explained that the troops were invited by the Lagos state government to enforce the curfew it imposed on the state. The Amnesty International, in a statement on Wednesday titled "Authorities Must Stop Attempt to Cover Up Lekki Tollgate Massacre," new investigative timeline provided photographs and footage confirming the military vehicles conveying the troops left their base, Bonny Camp, at 6:29 p.m. for the toll gate. It explained that the military vehicles were filmed leaving Bonny Camp on videos shared on social media. The group further disclosed that the footage also showed 4 vehicles with flashing lights in a convoy, and they appeared to be vehicles used by the Nigerian military and police. The statement further said the same vehicles headed east along Ozumba Mbadigwe Avenue and passed several international embassies and consulates, including the Japanese Embassy and the Australian High Commission. The footage tracked the vehicles to the toll gate and showed the troops firing on the NSAS protesters at approximately 6:45 p.m. The statement read, "The Nigerian authorities must end their attempt to cover up the Lekki Tollgate massacre." The timeline collates photographs and video footage to confirm that Nigerian Army vehicles left Bonny Camp, a military base approximately a 7-minute drive from the toll gate, at 6:29 p.m. local time on October 20th. Footage then tracked the vehicles to the toll gate. At approximately 6:45 p.m., the Nigerian military opened fire on the NSAS protesters who were peacefully calling for an end to police brutality. Further photographs and footage captured the vehicles arriving at the toll gate before the peaceful protest was disrupted by men in military uniform and gunfire is heard. As nighttime descended, protesters continued to film and share videos of the shootings. Later in the evening, videos of the victims were also shared on social media. Country Director of Amnesty International, Osai Ojigo, said that what happened at the Lekki toll gate had all the traits of the Nigerian authorities' pattern of a cover-up whenever their defense and security forces commit unlawful killings. She demanded the identity of the officials who gave orders for use of the lethal force for the peaceful protesters, wondering why the security cameras at the plaza were dismantled. Ojigo noted 1 week on, the Nigerian authorities still have many questions to answer. Who ordered the use of lethal force on peaceful protesters? Why were the CCTV cameras on the scene dismantled in advance? And who ordered the electricity being turned off minutes before the military opened fire protesters? The initial denial of the involvement of soldiers in the shooting was followed by the shameful denial of the loss of lives as a result of the military attack against the protest. Many people are still missing since the day of the incident, and credible evidence shows that the military prevented ambulances from reaching the severely injured in the aftermath. Amnesty International further called on the authorities to bring to justice those behind shootings and protect those who were exercising their right to freedom of assembly. On its part, the NBA reiterated its call on the federal government to thoroughly probe the incident of shooting of peaceful endsars protesters by soldiers at the Lekki Tollgate Plaza on October 20th. It was also said government should stop denying the incident and admit its mistake. The NBA had all its National Executive Committee meeting held 2 days after the incident, demanding the investigation to reveal the identities of the persons who gave the order for the attack, the soldiers who carried out the shooting as well as the slain and missing victims of the attack. A request by one of our correspondents to react on Wednesday released by Amnesty International giving a timeline of the attack by the soldiers, the NBA Dr. Raps Unduka said the continuously changing claims to relevant authorities concerning the incident had further shown that there was the need for a thorough probe into the incident by the federal government. Unduka said there is no doubt that something happened that night. You can see the deniers and some admissions. The army initially said there was no soldier at the scene of the shooting, but later said that they were called to intervene by the government of Lagos State. The governor himself had earlier denied knowing anything about it. This is why it was part of the position at our last NEC meeting that the federal government should thoroughly investigate the incident. The federal government must investigate the incident for there to be a way forward, he added. You will recall that it was the disbelief that the protesters had in the government that made them to continue protesting despite the government promise to meet their demands. So guys, you can see how these people have been trying to useless Nigerians, making all forms of denial of what happened at the Lekki toll gate on the 20th of October. So guys, that is it from me. Don't forget to drop your comment and also tell us what you feel about all of this. Thank you for listening. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.